Hey everyone, welcome back for a midweek update. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about today. First off, we've got a new game on Stadia. We've got a bunch of new deals on Stadia, and we've got two games that were just announced for Stadia. So before we get into all of that, if you didn't know, I'm Bill and I co-host Stadia Cast, which is a podcast all about Stadia. You can download it wherever podcasts are downloaded, or you can head on over to anchor.fm/StadiaCast or just follow a link in the description down below. In addition to that, if you want to watch the show live, we record it right here on Sundays at 10 a.m., right here on our YouTube channel. With all of that being said, make sure that you like the video if you find it useful. Make sure that you subscribe if you want more like this. And of course, if you want notifications every time we post something new, click on that bell so that you get those notifications. All right, so the first piece of news that I want to discuss is MotoGP 20 is now out on Stadia. It came out today. It costs $50. It's a motorcycle racing game. And most of the time, I'm really not into racing games. Now, I don't know. I haven't played it, so I don't know how arcadey it is. I don't know how simulation it is. But what I can say is that there is this one shot in the trailer that got me excited. First off, the game looks gorgeous. But there's this one shot in the trailer that got me really excited for this game. And it is the first-person view where you are actually seeing what the person who's racing this motorcycle would see as they go around a curve. And when I saw that one moment, I was kind of blown away at how fast the game looks like it moves and how fun it seems. I'm hoping that it plays more of an arcadey kind of game and less simulation, although with the realistic looks that it has, I'm going to guess it's pretty simulation. That being said, if you have played the MotoGP games in the past, leave a comment in the section down below and let me know if you are excited for it and what kind of game you would compare it to. All right, we've got a bunch of sales. There's current sales that are already going on, and then there's a bunch of new sales that are going on. These are all pro deals, and I have to say, pro is the way to go. I know that right now everybody who has access to Google Stadia also has access to pro deals, which is fantastic. But for $10 a month, you can save a bundle of money on your car insurance. No, not on your car insurance, on the games that you're buying. Let's take a look at the games that are actually on sale right now. So I'm not going to go over the sales that are already existing. I'm just going to go over the new sales. We've got Wolfenstein Youngblood is 15% off for $25.49. I've seen some footage of that game. I've kind of held off on playing it so far, but every time I see a little snippet of footage for that game, I get more interested in it, and I may end up picking it up. This seems like a really good deal, and if I wasn't neck deep in Final Fantasy VII Remake right now, I probably would have already pulled the trigger on this. Metro Exodus is $20. That's 50% off. That game is really, really awesome. It's more of a stealth kind of game. It's super fun, and it's very, very pretty as well. You can also get the gold edition for 55% off. That's $29.25. And there's also some expansion stuff that you can get for 40% off. You can get the 2 kernels, which is $4.79. You can also pick up Sam's Story for 20% off. That's $14.39. And then the Division 2 has a bunch of stuff on sale as well. Standard edition is $9.99. Warlords New York expansion is $22.49. That's 25% off. Warlords New York Ultimate Edition is $47.99. That's 40% off. And the New York Edition Warlords is straight up $30 for 50% off. And then you can also pick up Just Dance 2020 for $25. That's also 50% off. This is in addition to games like Borderlands 3 being on sale, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Red Dead Redemption 2, Kine, and Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. These are all fantastic deals. And if you haven't jumped on one of them, you're probably missing out on a really good deal. So in addition to MotoGP and all of those deals, we got more news about Google Stadia, and that is we've got 2 games coming to Stadia for the first time. The first is Kona. Kona is an adventure game developed by a Canadian studio called Parable, and it is published by Ravenscourt. It is set in the 1970s, and it centers around a private investigator who goes into this snowy town in Quebec, only to find it deserted with something lurking around. It looks really, really creepy and eerie. It plays from a first-person perspective, and I think it looks fantastic, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. My initial reaction when looking at this game was, this reminds me of Firewatch, and Firewatch is one of my favorite games to come out in the past few years. I know it's not like brand new, it's not action packed, but it was a wonderful job of storytelling, and Kona kind of, I don't know, it made me think of Firewatch. That makes me think it would be awesome if Firewatch came to Google Stadia as well. In addition to Kona, we're also getting Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. This is not a Tomb Raider game in the sense that it's like the other Tomb Raider games. However, it does take place in the Tomb Raider universe, and you play as Lara Croft like you usually do, but it's not a behind the character kind of game. It's more of a top-down puzzle game and dungeon game. I remember playing this, or a version of this, on Steam at some point, and I remember thinking, this is kind of cool, very different than a normal Lara Croft style game. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris is a game developed by Crystal Dynamics. It's published by Square Enix. It came out originally on Xbox One and PS4 as well as Windows, and it is actually a sequel to the 2010 game Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. And now that I think about it, I think that's the game that I played, and I think I played it on the Xbox 360 if I'm remembering correctly. It's fuzzy, and I got goldfish memory, so I could be wrong about that. Temple of Osiris actually features multiplayer of up to 4 players, and it plays online. And when I first saw the gameplay in the trailer that I'm probably showing you right now, it looked like, it reminded me of Diablo. It reminded me of a twin stick shooter meets Diablo kind of game. You've got this fixed isometric camera, and you are moving around, you and your other players. You can either play locally or online, and you are, killing monsters or enemies and collecting the loot, it looks like. Overall, I feel like I've missed out on these Tomb Raider games. So with this one coming to Stadia, I'm excited to try it out. I do wonder if that means that we will be getting the original as well. It seems like we have every other Tomb Raider game on Google Stadia, so why not bring the other isometric one along with this? And maybe that's something that they're waiting for, but you would think that they would bring the first isometric game to Stadia before they brought the second isometric game to Google Stadia. All right, everybody, that's it for this midweek update. If you haven't already, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I want you to leave a comment below and let us know, what is it that you're most excited about from this midweek update? I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.